Hi guys, thanks for watching Mom Talks Wrestling. I'm Mom. Tonight we're going to talk about Raw. First of all, of course, it only makes sense that the real Patriot, John Cena, makes his debut on Monday Night Raw on Memorial Day, right? Like, I feel awful saying this because I don't want anyone to get the wrong impression of me, but I just feel like John Cena, when he says that he's like been away and this is his home, it's just like, I get what you're saying, but like, you haven't been deployed, you haven't been serving our country, like, I don't know, it just seems so fake to me that it like made my skin crawl. And please don't think I'm like saying anything mean or hateful, because I'm so appreciative of our soldiers, like the past, the present, the future, like those who can truly sacrifice their lives for me to be able to sit here and do my silly YouTube show. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but there's just something about John Cena that like grates my nerves, to where it's like, you come out as like a thug, then you act like you're a Marine, and then who knows what you are now. Like this old dude that should just retire. I don't know. He aggravates me. But anyway, I was super stoked to see AJ Styles come out. And I was like, yes, I love AJ Styles. But I almost barfed when he wanted to shake hands with John Cena. It's like, oh my gosh, give me a break. So imagine my surprise whenever Gallows and Anderson came out and the three of them beat John Cena up. You're like, what? Thank you. I love them. Well, I'm happy that the club is back together and that they beat up John Cena. I'm kind of bothered that they're already going to feed AJ Styles to John Cena. I mean, right? Like, that's the only thing I can imagine that will happen. I mean, they fed him to Roman Reigns, and so it's like, oh, of course, bring the new guy who has so much potential to be totally amazing. Just feed him to John Cena and let's ruin his career now. I can't stand that. So whatever, it's fine. But I say it's fine, it's not really fine, because I was so excited when AJ Styles debuted. So excited about his matches, right? And then that whole forced Roman Reigns AJ Styles thing happened. And here we are, AJ Styles and John Cena, and I just don't care. And it makes me sad because I really like watching him in ring. I don't care to hear him on the mic, but in ring, I love watching him. He's so entertaining. So I'm like bummed out by the way I feel like this is all going to play out. Guys, did you like this Rollins Reigns thing that happened? Like, Seth Rollins kept teasing us that he was going to get into the ring. You know what? I liked it because he does that laugh and it's just like, what a jerk. And it makes me happy. So the thing that bothers me the most is like Roman Reigns standing in the ring, like trying, I swear, he puckers his lips thinking he looks sexy, right? Like he tries to do like a, and that didn't look sexy. I could feel myself. I know that was not sexy. You know what I mean? Like, but he doesn't. I think it's because he thinks he like looks good. Sorry, you don't look good. I don't know. I just like love Seth Rollins. I love his energy. I like, he's totally like bulked up, and I just like miss his laugh. Like, he's such a weasel. It's awesome. Guys, if I'm being real, I can't stand JBL, and I think he's obnoxious on commentary, but he said one thing on Monday Night Raw that I couldn't agree with more. He says he wishes Sami Zayn would lose that stupid hat, and I agree. I hate that hat. I hate all things ska. I can't stand Sami Zayn. So there. I kind of feel like JBL and I can connect, right? The brand split. First of all, who's going to take over what? I'm super curious. I just like can't even stand this whole thing. I feel like there's so much talent that gets lost in the mix, and so many guys get to job out to the big guys that they really want to push, but I don't know, like, what's going to happen? Ooh, it bothers me so much. Like, is one going to be like a Bobo brand? You know what I mean? Like, and that will make me sad because I don't want guys to get like, okay, so like growing up I always thought like SmackDown was like obviously the Bobo brand, right? Like, And I don't want that to happen again. Like, I don't want SmackDown to be like these are where like guys like Zack Ryder go. And if it is, then like just take Zack Ryder, Tyler Breeze, Neville, take all the weirdos and put them over there. Take Titus O'Neil. That feud with Titus and Rusev is stupid, if I'm being honest. Like, the only way I ever liked Titus O'Neil was on Total Divas. And he was only on there for like a season. Not even a season, an episode. The other thing, like, the other issue I have with how they're booking Titus is, after he was suspended for like touching Vince McMahon, they should have brought him out and like made him this crazy heel. You know what I mean? Like, play off of that suspension. And instead, it's time passes by, and then all of a sudden he's up against Rusev. Like, what? So, guys, like, we know that Ryback and Cody Rhodes like recently left, right? But now that this brand split is happening, do you think they're kicking themselves, being like, oh, why'd I leave so soon? Like, I could have really been something on SmackDown or Raw. Do you think? I mean, I think if I were in that position, I would probably be mad at myself, because I'd probably want to see like where it could go for a second. I don't know, but PTL Ryback's gone. He is a loser. Like, if anyone's gonna wear a spray painted singlet, like, RVD should be the only person, and he should just like come back and clean house. Just kidding, don't come back. I'm kind of over guys coming back. But you know what I'm saying, like, RVD owns a spray painted singlet, not Ryback. So for the brand split, like, they're obviously going to do some kind of draft. So, do you think they'll bring guys up from NXT? Do you think that they'll bring back old folks? What do you think is gonna happen? I kind of like, this is what I would love to see happen. It's like one of the shows be kind of like NXT, to where it's like the pageantry, the gimmickry. Is gimmickry a word? And like the storylines are so fun to like get lost in, and everything is so over the top. Like, that's what I want. Like, that's why I like NXT, because it's like so flamboyant. So I want that like on Raw or on SmackDown. I mean, I get it's like, I don't know. I get why some of the gimmicks don't work with like the casual fans. I mean, obviously, like, look at the Vaudevillains. I feel like their gimmick was more suited for NXT, and it doesn't really resonate with this crowd. Same with like stupid losers like the Ascension. You know what I mean? Like, they came out in their dumb gimmicks or clothes, whatever. They are dumb. They came out in their attire, and I feel like NXT crowd loved it, but not so much with like Raw. I want to see that happen, like in the brand split. So last year on the WWE video game, they had like an old like wrestler come back, and it was Sting, and then Sting like showed up on Raw, showed up at WrestleMania. This year, the character that they have is Goldberg. Do you think he's going to come back? Please say no. I just like can't even deal with some of these old folks. Like, if I'm being real, the only person I kind of miss right now, and I'm embarrassed to even say this, Big Show. I mean, I don't know why. It's like, there's just something with Big Show. I was just thinking about Kane because I was playing with the Kane action figure today, and his hand is like this, so I made him like sing songs because I feel like that's what he should have been doing. Like, I have come to save the day is what he was singing. What is that from? I don't know what that's from, but it was like Demon Kane like singing songs with his hand. I don't know why it was positioned like that. It was weird. I just want to know, this is what I want to know for the brand split. If they're going to have like Roman Reigns and John Cena and kind of like those bigger stars like on one show. Does that make sense? And then if they were to bring back like Brock Lesnar, it'd be with them. And then if like on the other segment, if it'll be like kind of like those indie guys or like guys from NXT that are coming up. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it would cater to two separate crowds, but then it kind of wouldn't even make any sense because NXT caters to those crowds. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't get it. I hate all of it. I tweet at 432ELC hashtag Mom Talks Wrestling. My Tumblr is Mom Talks Wrestling, and my YouTube channel, Mom Talks Wrestling. Like, dislike, subscribe, comment, and let's talk about wrestling. Can we talk about Kevin Owens? Tonight, I was on my way to meet a friend for dinner, and I'm 99.9% sure I saw Kevin Owens driving a little Nissan Versa going around. Like, what? I wanted to honk and wave at him, and then, if I'm being totally real, I saw a guy look just like Chris Jericho in the car next to me. It's like, maybe it's not what moms do. They like drive around and look at people in the cars and think, oh, that looks like so-and-so. I was like trying to name wrestlers after I saw KO and Jericho. I was like, who else can I see tonight? Is that weird? Am I weird?